Hi, this is Santos. This is my first video on here, and I figured why not kick things off by showing y'all my CD collection, or at least like a good chunk of it. I'm gonna have to cut this up into like a little series because I have too many to fit into one video. I'm sure I can do it in one video, but I'm too fucking lazy. Um, yeah, I feel like I've never really gone in depth about everything that I own, so I figured to do that today. So to start off, we have Saturday Night Wrist from Deftones. Very, very, very good album. Very sexy album. I love the sound on this one a fucking lot. Um, like I said, very sexy. Very, to me at least, I think it's kind of slow compared to their other stuff. They do have some more intense songs on here, but I mean, I think this is a very, very, very good album to get it on with. Um, yeah, Pink Cell Phone, goaded up ass song. Next, the classic Around the Fur. Um, I love this album. I love it. Um, Ignore my cat in the background, by the way. Uh, I love this album. Ever since Deftones kind of got like repopularized among Gen Z, I feel like this specific album cover has gotten memed so much. So now I like, unfortunately, I can't take this album as serious as I used to. It's not a bad album. I would highly recommend getting it. It's classic work of theirs. It's just the memes ruined it, like they do a lot of things. Next, the White Pony. Um, yeah, I fucking love this one a lot. Honestly, one of my favorite Deftones albums of all time. Um, Not much I can really say about it, um, but this is a very fucking good album. Uh, Definitely a staple in their discography. Uh, B-sides and rarities. Um, Yeah, this specific CD comes with a DVD. I've never fucking played it, so I don't know what's on it. Probably like a concert or something. Oh, okay, so looking at it now, I'm pretty sure they're music videos for their songs, which is fucking great. Um, yeah, not much I can say about this album either, but hey, it's still really fucking good. Yeah, very great. And then we got this one. Classic, classic, classic album. Second favorite album of theirs. Um, yeah. Fun fact, this cat back here is named after one of the songs on this album. Her name is Iris Minerva. Minerva is such a goated song. Um, yeah. I fucking love this song, this album a lot. Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of awkward with this shit, but bear with me. Uh, Next, Untouchables from Korn. This album cover used to kind of scare me, low key. I know they have that other album with the pale thing with the red eyes. This just freaked me out. This little kid in the front used to scare me. Now I own it on CD, and I love it. Um, Issues. Holy shit, Issues. This specific album is very nostalgic to me. Um, yeah. Uh, my mom, when I was like younger, when I was little, my mom would play some of the songs on here, like Falling Away from Me and which one? What was the other one? Make Me Bad. Um, yeah, and a few others. I think she'd play some of these songs while she was decorating for Halloween, or whenever we would like drive around the neighborhood when I would go trick or treating. So this specific album is very near and dear to my heart. Yeah, very good memories associated with it. Um, Fun fact, and I'm probably gonna restate this in different ways later on. Um, so my parents used to have a lot of classic metal albums, specifically new metal, on CD, and this was one of them, along with a few others. Um, they had so many, but then they started going to church, and because of that, they got rid of a lot of their CDs. They either gave them away or just something. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Um, when I started getting into CD collecting and metal and all that, like middle slash high school, um, I confronted them about it, and they regret doing that. They regret giving away their CDs. So I had to rebuild their collection for mine. And so sometimes when I show them, like, oh, hey, I got this album, blah, 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 they're like, don't we own that? Didn't we used to have that? And I have to tell them, yes, y'all did, but then y'all gave them away like fucking idiots. But it's cool. They got me. They got me these CDs, so love them. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Such a fucking iconic ass Corn album. This is like, I think this and Issues is like stereotypical 90s, early 2000s Mogoth, new metalhead type, older brother core type shit. Like this is like one of the pillars of that. I wouldn't, is it the culture, I guess? I don't know what the fuck to call it. Brain is not braining right now, but yeah, very good album. Uh, Greatest hits. Um, I don't really care for like greatest hits compilation type albums. Um, I mean, they're not bad. I'll still probably get them depending on the artist, but I don't really care much for these. I didn't buy this. This was already in my parents' CD collection. They still held on to a few of their CDs from that collection, but not all of them. And this is one of the things that stayed, along with the Rarities Deftones CD. And then finally, for Corn, Life is Peachy. Um, so for some reason, I just didn't really listen to this album much, um, which is odd considering one of my favorite Corn albums of all time, with Chino Moreno, is on this album. I never listened to this album much. And so one day in high school, I come into my IT teacher's classroom and he makes a joke, something about life is peachy or how's life or some shit like that. And I just stood there like a fucking idiot and I was like, huh? Like I didn't get the joke. And then he had to like break down the joke for me. And basically, he introduced me to the existence of this album, and now I love this album. So, yeah. Um, yes. Okay, next we got KMFDM Money. Um, this is an okay album of theirs, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. But I do want to get Symbols soon. Is that the name? Is it? I haven't listened to them in a while, but Symbols or the red fucking album, that one. I want to get that one day. Um, but this is the only KMFDM album that I have. So, yeah, not bad. I don't regret this purchase. I'm still gonna hold on to this for years to come. Yeah. Next, Pantera. So when I said that my parents still held on to some of their metal collection, it was mainly a lot of Pantera and Metallica. So you're gonna see a lot of that right now. Um, yeah. Um, I don't listen to Pantera much anymore. I still very much do like them, but I'm into other subgenres of metal, but I still do like Pantera's work. Um, Metallica. Um, yeah, not much I can say about this album. I have this, ooh, and this, and let me get into that in a minute. But yeah, these are some of the Metallica albums that I have. Um, I like Metallica, but again, I'm in like Pantera. I'm into different other subgenres of metal. This is Metallica isn't bad, but there's other artists that I would rather kind of listen to. Um, I will say I'm very proud to own this, whatever this is. It has 3 fucking discs in it. So fun fact about me, I will always fold for CDs that do this. When they come with like multiple discs and special packaging like this is like top tier CD collecting experiences for me. Um, yeah, I love this so much. I don't like Metallica, like I said, as much as I used to, but I'm glad I have this. Uh, Alice in Chains. Yeah, I wish I had more Alice in Chains, but words. Fuck. I wish I had more Alice in Chains CDs in my collection. Um, Huge fan of their work. They're not like my top favorite, but I do honestly really love Alice in Chains, like a lot. Um, and so yeah, this is the only CD of theirs that I have, but let's change that soon. Then I have MCR. Listen, you're this might come off as a shocker to some of y'all. I don't care for My Chemical Romance. They're not bad from what I've heard, but I don't think I would ever go out of my way to listen to My Chemical Romance. They're not bad, they're just not for me. Um, but this specific CD was my brother's when he was into MCR, and it was in the garage for like years and years and years in this cool ass packaging. Like, hello? The fuck? Cool ass fucking thing just in the garage collecting dust. I don't like MCR, but I do love the CD. So I'm glad I have this. Uh, Cypress Hill. This was my parents. Um, yeah. Not much I can say about them. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but you know, I still fuck with them. I think they're pretty cool. They're I don't know why, but they also kind of remind me of it's like Follow the Leader for Corn. Like they also remind me of like late '90s, early aughts, um, Molgoth, Loser Kids. Um, yeah, them and Limp Bizkit take up the same space in my brain, along with Insane Clown Posse. Um, I honestly don't like them as much as I used to. They they've changed. They have changed. Um, I'm glad I have this album though. I think that from what I remember, because it's been a while since I listened to them, this album was pretty good. It was in my little rotation of music that I would listen to back in high school. Um, it's an alright album, but I don't really care much for ICP anymore. I do care for Rage though. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I would like to change that. I honestly really do love Rage Against the Machine. I used to listen to them a lot more, especially like end of middle school, going into high school. I love them. Um, I just wish I listened to them more, and maybe I'll change that, like whenever I can. Uh, Tool, very classic, to me at least, classic early aughts alt band. Um, I'm not too crazy for them, but I do care about them enough to at least own something of theirs. I'm glad I own this because this weird ass fucking packaging on the fucking thing. And then it's like this weird holographic thing. It's not picking up on camera, I don't think, but yeah, it's oh yeah, in the backside. Okay, well the lighting doesn't want y'all to see the backside. Okay, I don't know why, but whatever. Um, yeah, I'm glad I got this. Um, I want to say I got this from like Movie Trading Company. Um, which shout out to them. They have fueled my physical media collection for years, and they will continue to do so until I die or they die first, whichever happens first. Uh, Next system, I fucking love System of a Down. Um, they're kind of like Rage to me in the sense that I wish I listened to them more, and I probably will listen to them more when I get the chance. Um, and also for some reason, I confuse the bands sometimes. I don't know why. They're both pretty different from one another, but um, hey, I think they're both iconic, legendary, if you will. So yeah. Next, Bush. We got Bush. Um, I am not too heavy into their work. Oh, that's correct. I'm not too heavy into their work as much as I used to be, but I will say I'm glad I got this specific album because it has my favorite Bush song on there, which is the Stingray remix of Mouth. Very, very, very good song. Also reminds me of Halloween with my mom. So yeah, shout out mom and Halloween. Um, Toadies, Rubberneck. Um, yeah, I love this album. Um, I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but I found this in my parents' garage, in our garage, whatever. Um, yeah, they have two copies for some reason of this album. Um, I don't know why I'm mentioning that because I'm not gonna give it away because I'm greedy like that. But anyways, um, Incubus, Incubussy. Um, I love this album so fucking much. I remember summer going into my freshman year of college, I was looking for a lot of like new metal esque music on physical media, physical copies, whatever. And I was dying to find this specific album for Incubus. It was so hard to find during that season for some reason. Um, but I have it. I found it at I want to say ZT Records in the in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco. Um, they're a little overpriced. But yeah, I yeah, I love that Incubus album a lot. Hellbilly Deluxe. I don't listen to Rob Zombie anymore, but I used to go crazy for this album. Like it was on repeat every morning going to my high school. Just I would listen to this nonstop. Um, I don't listen to it anymore, but I do still think that it is a huge staple album to me in my existence. Um, I got this secondhand from Movie Trading Company for very cheap. I'm glad I got it very cheap because it has like weird stains on the back. I don't know. I don't think y'all can see. It has weird stains on the back. It's cracked in the front, and the when you open the jewel case, it breaks. Um, so yeah, which sucks because it was like the Incubus album where there was a season where I had to have it, but I couldn't find it. And what sucks is that with both said albums, they have like a shit ton of copies of them at Walmart now. That would have been really helpful to me back then. Um, because this is a very crusty copy of Hellbilly Deluxe, but whatever. Um, anyways, Depeche Mode. I love Depeche Mode so much. Love, 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 love Depeche Mode. Um, yeah, I love them so fucking much. Um, yeah, my goal for this upcoming third year of college is to always walk around dressed like a Depeche Mode song. So, yeah. Next, Godsmack. Um, I remember I really, really, really wanted to get Godsmack on CD. There was a specific album that I was looking for, which here it is. I was looking for this album because I really love this album, but I couldn't find it. I so I just gave up and I just said fuck it. Whatever Godsmack CD I find first, I'm just gonna keep that. So I found this at Movie Trading Company as well. Um, Not a bad album. I think it's great, but if I'm being honest, this is my favorite album of theirs. Um, yeah. Uh, Not much I can say about it. I got this from the Walmart in Denton. Shout out Walmart. I love Walmart so much. Um, okay. Next we got Heart. I want to say this is another like great hits compilation thing. Um, you know, I don't care for those, but um, I mean, hey, it's Heart. I love Heart a lot. I love their work so damn much. Um, yeah. Um, that copy is was my mom's. Now it's mine. This is my copy that I got from uh I want to say a vintage shop in Bedford. Um, I love Dreamboat Annie so damn much. Um, I think if I were a mob in Minecraft and I died, like if you killed me, I think this is one of the things that I would drop as loot in Minecraft. This is a very huge, huge album for me. I'm not that vocal with my obsession with Heart, but do know that I love Heart. I heart Heart. Um, Next we have Miss Chapel Roan herself. Um, yeah, I fucking love this album. Like holy shit. I I love Chapel Roan. I think she is genuinely one of the most talented new artists that we've gotten in a while. And I genuinely do not like the bad rap that she gets from people. Um, yeah, it feels a little misogynistic. The hate that she gets, I feel like it's a little bit on the fence of misogyny because I mean, there's like so many like male celebrities that have done way worse things than whatever Chapel has ever done. And yet Chapel is like just so hated on and it pisses me off. But anyways, this is a demos CD that I got from Josie Records. I haven't played this one yet, but I will soon because I'm very curious about what her demos sound like. This one has Hot to Go, Super Graphic, Ultra Modern, blah blah blah. Picture You, Casual. Uh, oh, well, they have a live studio version of Casual. Hell yeah. Kink is Karma, Guilty Pleasure, and Kaleidoscope. Um, yeah, I need to listen to that. Holy shit. Next, Lorelai K. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know, but I remember a few years ago I went to a Pride event um, with my parents, and I had like left them at one point to go do something. I forgot what, but she was playing like live, and whenever I met up with my parents, I ended up missing it, and my mom was like, "Oh my fucking god, she's amazing live. This is like in the same realm as Ethel Kane, blah blah blah." Yeah. So I got this because of that, and my mom wasn't lying. I would definitely agree with her. She's in the same region of my brain that Ethel Kane is in. Um, and I always thought she complimented her work a lot. And sure enough, a few days ago, um, Ethel Kane posted one of her songs on her story. So it was, you know, like two worlds meeting. Um, yeah. Uh, okay. Next, Something Beautiful from Miley Cyrus. I don't care much for Miley, although I want to. I really want to get into more of her work. Um, it's just right around the same time that Mayhem from Lady Gaga dropped. A lot of people in the Lady Gaga fandom were raving about this album. They weren't really comparing it to Mayhem or Lady Gaga in general, but a lot of little monsters were just going crazy for this album. So I just bought this just so I can figure out what the hype was, and it's a pretty good album. I was genuinely like pleasantly shocked that Miley Cyrus made this. I'm not trying to question her talent tree, but you know, it, this was a good surprise. Um, I do kind of regret this purchase only because I'm pretty sure there's a deluxe version of this album that exists, and for me, um, I would much rather physically own the deluxe edition of an album or like a bonus track edition of an album rather than a standard. Um, yeah, because it's literally just the standard with more songs burned into the CD, and so it's like, okay, well, let me get more fucking songs on the CD rather than the standard. But whatever, that's just my thing. Next is my goat, Chelsea Wolfe. Pain is Beauty. Best for me, for me at least, best Chelsea Wolfe album of all time. Um, Next is Abyss. But yeah, I love Chelsea Wolfe a lot, a fucking lot. I remember my mom introduced me to her, not her personally, but you know, her as an artist. When I was like in middle school. Um, yeah, uh, I love Chelsea Wolfe ever since I got introduced to her, and um, I remember one time I went to CD Warehouse in Arlington. They had a crap ton of Chelsea Wolfe CDs like newly put in stock, and I was like freaking out because I never owned a physical copy of her work, and they had so many that day that I went that I was like, okay, well let me just get like my top favorite album, and then next time I come, I'll just get like a few more of her albums. I don't know what happened, but they did not carry her work anymore. Um, at least it was out of stock. I literally just couldn't find her ever since that day. I think it was just that one day where they had like her entire discography on CD. Um, but yeah, I don't regret that purchase. I love Chelsea Wolfe to death. Um, Very huge, comforting artist of mine. Um, I don't say that about many musical artists, but I think she's one of them. Um, yeah. And speaking of another Chelsea Wolfe album, I haven't listened to this one fully. Um, but I got it. This is his spun, by the way. That's why I was looking at the side of it. I haven't listened to this one um fully yet, but I know this album. Let me check. Hold on. Yes. This album has The Culling on it, and I know that is one of Ethel Cain's favorite songs of Chelsea Wolf's. And yeah, I also love The Culling. I'm glad Ethel Cain put me onto that song. But yeah, I'm still on the hunt for more Chelsea Wolf albums because I just I could talk about her for hours, okay? But yeah, um that was part 1 of my CD collection. Um yeah. Uh Damn, this is like my first outro. I've never done these. Uh ugh. Yeah. I will do a I think I'm gonna do like a 3-part series because I have the rest of my CD collection. And then I also have my Lady Gaga CD collection. And that, my Gaga collection is like already pretty big itself. So I think watch out for a trilogy of CD collections from me. But, uh, yeah, I hope y'all liked hearing me yap about my music. Um, to y'all, I feel like I don't really get to do that IRL because I'm always pretty standoffish and awkward IRL. But I'm glad I got to do this and express this to y'all. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. Bye.